This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
What is up, everybody? And here's Sonic Stadium's review of Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon. Sadly, Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon is an unbalanced and frustrating affair in the gameplay department, amplifying the very worst elements of the game's official release while offering little in reward. As a story, it baffles me along that it does not offer a delightful, fantastic set piece for the final boss. The payoff is almost not worth taking the tedious, unbalanced, and frankly unfinished ride to get there through. Your mileage ultimately may vary. Die-hard speedrunners and those who enjoy Kaizo-style games may find enjoyment here, but for anyone else, I would recommend you watch the final boss and ending on YouTube. Think of it as an animated Sonic comic, and then you'll get everything you need from it. Sonic Team deserves many thanks and a long-deserved rest for serving the fans for so long after the original release of Sonic Frontiers. The effort and commitment made here across the 3 DLC expansions should be celebrated. It's just a shame that with the ambitious finale, the studio couldn't quite stick the landing. I couldn't agree anymore. Like, seriously, Sonic Team shouldn't have listened to those arrogant gamers complaining that they wanted a harder Sonic game for their selfish egos and wanting to test their so-called gaming skills for social media clout chasing, and at the end of the day, it ruined the Final Horizon update. You know, for kids and new players, the Final Horizons wasn't a good first impression at all. I'm just about to quick the update and finding out the aggravation, it's not worth it. Exactly. Imagine if we could have played as Amy, Knuckles, and Tails on the other Starfall Islands to retrieve new items along with the Chaos Emeralds scattered around the islands. That would have been a much better experience, and it would have added a lot more replayability rather than just get the Chaos Emeralds, do these tedious challenges. Meanwhile, for Sonic, yeah, he'll climb Trump Towers, all 5 of them, and also do the trials, which are not fun, by the way, even on easy mode. I don't care how you're going to spin the narrative. And yeah, just to get a true final boss fight where it's not even worth it. I'm going to tell you all the God honest truth right now. By the time I got to the end, I did not give a damn about that fight. I used that same exploit I showcased already just to beat the end and get that stupid fight over with, and that's it. After I beat the game, I didn't even feel satisfied. I just turned the console off, and that's it, just because I was frustrated. Let that sink in for a moment. Normally when you play a game that ups the difficulty and then you want to get the final payout, I understand that, but for me, I was just so frustrated with the whole journey. I mean, the second half of the journey was just a chore to play. It wasn't fun. Oh yeah, take 20-30 tries to try to get the 5th trial, or use an exploit just so you wouldn't have to break a controller, or at least keep your sanity intact. Oh, but then you still gotta fight the end where nothing in the game shows you what you have to do to beat the end. Oh, that's right, you're supposed to side loop so many times and hit perfect parries at the same time, try to avoid its attacks, and you also have to damage it. Yeah, that's really rewarding right there, Mori Kishimoto. I can understand why the fans are so upset about Sonic Frontiers Final Horizons. And speaking of Mori Kishimoto, I have this chart right here. Look at these scores you're looking at right here, from Sonic in the Secret Ranks all the way to Sonic Frontiers. He's either been the director or he's been involved at some capacity as a game developer, you know, level designer. It doesn't matter. His name is on the credits, so you know he's attached to all this. Look at all these games. What do they all have in common? Someone please give me an answer for all this. Do you honestly think this man is the right fit for SEGA? Because honestly, the fans are just getting fed up with the man. Sonic Colors is the highest rated Sonic game you worked on, and it's regarded as the easiest to play, but yet Sonic Frontiers as a whole with Final Horizons is one of the most notorious difficult Sonic games to play when you're trying to get the true final ending. I could care less about the first three islands you go through. When you get to the final New Aronos Island, the difficulty spike is just cheap at times. And again, over 99% of the fan base did not ask for this. Again, what else is new? Not everybody's satisfied with this update, I'm sorry. So if Sonic Frontiers scored a 71 on Metacritic, I think it's safe to say, thanks to Final Horizons, it's going to drop it to a 6 at least. That's just the way I see it. So for people who are saying, oh, Final Horizons is a 10 out of 10, you're just kidding yourselves. You guys are part of the problem. If you enjoy a difficulty Sonic game, you know, that's aggravating, that's fine. More power to you. Alright, everybody, let me know what y'all think about this, and I gotta go. Peace out.